Hey everybody, Theresa here of Larkin Design. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm participating in Sara Scrap's YouTube hop called Learning is an Adventure hop. And this is the layout that I'm going to be creating today. If you're new to my channel, my name is Theresa Moxley and I live in Kernersville, North Carolina, and scrapbook for teenaged kids and our family. And I do a lot of pocket pages. I do a lot of traditional scrapbook layouts. And today I'm going to create a layout for our youngest. This is Natalie. This is a couple of years ago in 2016 when she was going into the 4th grade. And so I have this amazing die cut paper from Paige Evans' Pink Paisley Whimsical collection, and the papers that I'm using are from her brand new Truly Grateful collection. And so my idea here is that I've already folded up all of the little die cut elements here on the page, and I'm going to use some miscellaneous embellishments that I have as centers for these flowers. And so one of the things that I really just like to do is to just pull out embellishments and find excuses to use them. I tend to keep my embellishments, especially if they're a little older, I tend to keep them organized by color. For my dimensional elements, you can see I have a couple of those storage containers, divided storage containers that I keep them in rainbow order. And then for paper die cuts and more flat die cuts, I keep those in drawers, again organized by color, and that way I can just pull the colors that I am working with. So for this layout, I pulled a bit from her shirt in her photo and also a bit from the colors in the Truly Grateful collection, which are pinks, yellows, mint, green, a little bit of blue here. And so first I'm going to just cut a couple of papers to back her photo with. And so this just gives that photo a little bit of presence in a sea of whites. And that way there's a little bit of color surrounding the photo, and your eye knows directly where to go to find this photo. And it's pretty self-explanatory. But once I have all that layered on top of each other, I've tossed in a little doily there as well. I'm going to just tuck that in, kind of in the center, and just sort of tuck that in among the little die cut elements on the page. I did go ahead and back that white die cut page to the hexagon paper from the Truly Grateful collection. Just went ahead and used, of course, that paper had pinks and yellows and coral on it, so that will show through the die cut paper itself. And then once I have the die cut paper adhered and my photo is adhered, I'm going to add the embellishments. And to me, this is always the fun part. This is the part that I really like to do. I like the feeling of using up my embellishments, right? Getting them on a page and pulling this layout together. Of course, you could leave the die cut paper and the photo and you wouldn't have to add anything else. But because we're scrapbookers and because we love overdoing it, well, I personally love overdoing it. So I'm going to put stuff on this page, and I want a title first, obviously. So I used one of the cut apart sheets, or not the cut apart sheets, one of the journaling spots. I tucked it in behind the photo, and it creates a little bit of a background for the title. I'm using a kind of bluish, turquoise-ish 4 that came from I believe it came from Felicity Jane from a year or two ago. So that is the 4, and then I spelled out TH grade with the alphabets from the Whimsical collection. And so that's my title, 4th grade. And pretty simple, right? Pretty straightforward. And that way you know exactly what this is about for her. And then I'm just going to add some other embellishments around the photo as well. I have the heart and the star are from Dear Lizzie. The little bird, I believe, is from Maggie Holmes from a couple of years ago. And so I'm just going to put those down with some glue dots and let those peek out a little bit from behind the embellishments and from behind the photo. And they just, they will repeat. These embellishments repeat the embellishments that are around the page, but they sort of draw your eye into the photo as well. So there's some strategic thought behind tucking that heart and that star behind the photo, and that way they're like a parenthesis around that photo. So some of the embellishments that I am layering, there is a fabric button that's really, really old from Maggie Holmes. There's some floral die cuts that are also from Truly Grateful. There's a mint colored chipboard circle from Allie Edwards. Another brad from Dear Lizzie. It's the mint colored brad at the bottom of the page. And I'm going to find a couple more floral die cuts here from those are all from Truly Grateful, and use those as well. And then there are these little wooden buttons also from Truly Grateful, and I'm going to use those in some of the centers as well. And I'm trying to sort of balance the colors around the page and balance the textures, right? Obviously the embellishments create the texture around the page. So if there's a brad on one side, I try to put a brad on the other side. You get the idea. And then of course, no layout is complete without puffy stickers. So I put a couple of puffy stickers around this layout too. There definitely is so many cute little elements going on this page that I think are a lot of fun to look at. And I'm thinking about here what I want to do with that big butterfly that's in the corner of the photo. And like, I feel like I want to put something just to tie that butterfly in. I don't want him to feel undecorated. But trying to figure out what had me stumped there for a minute. And then I just grabbed this little chipboard heart. It's from Freckled Fawn, I believe. And it's purple on one side, yellow on the other side. I don't know that there's really any purple in this layout, but it's okay. I think it's okay. We'll go with it. And it looks really cute in the center of that little butterfly. I kind of like that. I also put a little star at the bottom of the page at that little tiny butterfly in the center of her shape, and something else at the top butterfly as well. I think just a little circle puffy sticker. And then my journaling, I'm just going to say the who, what, and where, and when, and I'm doing it in the shape of the die cut elements here in kind of a half circle. And it's, of course, just black ink on the white cardstock. And then I'm also going to stamp my date. And you guys, this was such a simple layout to pull together and a really fun way to bring this die cut to life. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I hope that you will check out all the other amazing, talented participants in the YouTube Hop. Be sure to leave a little love wherever you go, and comment on everyone's beautiful work. Also, if you want to see more of my children's layouts that I have been doing, I invite you to join me in the classroom. I have a class called In My Pocket Kids Album Edition that is just released, and I invite you to come join us over there in the classroom and get lots more inspiration and find out how I am approaching our kids' albums projects. Thanks again for watching. I'll chat with you soon. Bye-bye.